Shalakaya Chaksurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Bandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalang Shri Gurung Vaisnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sadvadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Bisakam Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurange Radhe Vrindavaneswari Pisabhanu Sute Deve Pranamami Hare Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kipa Sindhuvya Evacha Patitanam Papanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jai Nitai! So today is most auspicious day, being the... And would like to thank nice Bhajan, Shrikant Prabhu. He's going to the Gurukul now. There's another program there. So if you wish to go, nice program, Gurukul. 12 o'clock they have Abhishek as well. So today is most auspicious day, being the appearance day of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Lord Nityananda is the Kripa avatar. Kripa avatar means he is the mercy incarnation. He is the mercy incarnation. Of course, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, whom we will observe his appearance day sometime next month. Is it 16th? 16th next month. He is considered as Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Padayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratuse Namaha. He is the most magnificent incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. However, Lord Nityananda, he ascertained the position of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as Sri Krishna Chaitanya Radha Krishna Nahe Anya. He's the one who understood the position of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as none other than combined Srimati Radharani and Lord Krishna. And it is explained that Lord Nityananda is intoxicated with love of God, that he freely gives love of God more than Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Gauranga Mahaprabhu, if these two personalities, Jagai and Madai, were not excused by Lord Nityananda, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will not excuse them. So it says here in the bhajan that we just chanted, from the Prarthana of Narottam Das Thakur, it says that Lord Nityananda's lotus feet, Nitai Pada, The lotus feet of Lord Nityananda is Kamala compared to lotus. Srila Prabhupada explains many times that lotus flower is very soft. And it is the last most beautiful thing in this world. And Lord Krishna actually, he has like different parts of his body, 8 parts of his body are compared to lotus flower. So Lord Nityananda's lotus feet is considered as cooling millions and millions and millions, koti, like moonshine. Like if you work hard for Krishna and serving Vaishnavas the whole day long, and if you, under the moonshine, you have the rays touching your body, you'll feel refreshed. You're ready to do another seva. One full day of seva again the next day. So Lord Nityananda's lotus feet is compared to moonshine, but not just one moonshine, the rays. It's compared to millions. It's very soothing. So the whole world right now is burning. You don't feel it? It's cold, right? Actually burning because Kali Yuga is progressing so rapidly that we cannot stop it. The only way we can stop it actually is to get the mercy of Lord Nityananda. We get the mercy of Lord Nityananda by understanding Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Serving Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu, serving his Dham, like Mayapur or Vrindavan, and serving his devotees. So why do we need to get mercy of Lord Nityananda? Do we need the mercy of Lord Nityananda? Anyone needs mercy of Lord Nityananda here? Oh, okay. Everybody. We need the Lord's mercy to get Gauranga's mercy. Our ultimate goal in life is to attain Krishna Prema. Now, Lord Nityananda actually is Lord Balaram, Baladev Tattva. There's no difference between Lord Balaram and Lord Nityananda. This temple, this Krishna Balaram Mandir, is established by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada, to let the whole world know that there is no difference between Krishna and Lord Chaitanya, and Lord Balaram and Lord Nityananda. No difference. Brajendrananda ye sachi sutta hoilo se Balaram hoilo nitai. That beautiful Gopal who appeared 5,000 years ago, who performed his Leela here in Braj, amongst with his associates, with his father Nanda Maharaj, with his mother Yasoda, along with Balaram. He also appeared 500 years ago as Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Brajendrananda ye Sachi Sutta, the son of Sachi Mata, none other than Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now Balaram hoilo nitai. So this Balaram also came 500 years ago, none different than Lord Nityananda. However, there is a difference. Of course, the difference is the color, Prabhupada says. Lord Krishna is bluish black, and Lord Balaram is whitish. There's no difference, only the color is difference. Similarly, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is golden in color. And Balaram is also, Lord Nityananda is golden with reddish tint. It's like Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Whenever he will give class, his body will turn into golden red. This is one of the symptoms of one who is in love of God. There is a difference though. One more difference between Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna, he can give also Krishna Prem, but with a condition. First you must surrender. Sarva dharmam parityaja. Give up all your so-called religious activities and surrender unto me. Do not worry, I will protect you. I'll give you Krishna Prem. Now, Lord Chaitanya, no. No condition. Only condition is what? Chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Similarly, Lord Nityananda is like that. Lord Balaram, what he did actually 5,000 years ago is mostly he killed a lot of demons. Nowadays, Prabhupada says 99% of the population are practically Jagais and Madhais. So if Lord Nityananda is in the same mood as Lord Balaram, then we will not be in this planet no more. We will be somewhere, maybe hellish planets, lower planetary systems. So Lord Balaram, he doesn't really freely give Krishna Bhakti or Prema Bhakti, Krishna Prem. But Lord Nityananda, more magnificent than Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. If you chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started to preach the Sankirtan, he told Lord Nityananda, you go to Bengal. Because in those days, Bengal was really in deep Maya. So many tantrics, so many apasampradayas. Nowadays, we have little only, but in those days, much more. So he gave this special Jai Nitai, Gauranga, Krishna Balaram, Radhe Shyam, Lalita Visakha Devi's ki Jai. So he told Lord Nityananda, you go to Bengal. So now, Lord Nityananda, as Balaram also, the nature of Balaram is that they are, and Nityananda, they are the supreme personality servitor of Godhead. Their only, it's not business, their only duty is to serve Krishna and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, respectively. They're God, they're no different, they're what he called swamsa, expansion. There's no difference between Lord Balaram, Lord Nityananda, or Lord Krishna and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. However, the difference is that in a sense, Lord Krishna is subordinate to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Lord Balaram is subordinate to Lord Nityananda in terms of magnanimity. Magnanimity. Magnanimity means freely giving this love of God, whether you're fallen. Actually, the more fallen you are, the more you are qualified. You don't have to be a PhD degree holder in this, or you don't have to be big academicians. You don't have to be the most beautiful, the most wealthiest. No, actually sometimes these are disqualifications for attaining love of God. So Nitai, he thought well, I don't think I can preach Radha Krishna Leela here. It's too far. They're too down. So the gap is so huge. It's not possible for them to understand in the age of Kali, Radha Krishna Leela. It's like Prabhupada. When he came to the West, did he talk about Radha Krishna Leela immediately? No. Actually, he spoke on Chaitanya Charitamrita, Bhagavad Gita, and Chaitanya Charitamrita. And when Prabhupada came to the West along the Jaladuta, he also was reading Chaitanya Charitamrita. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he read Chaitanya Bhagavat over 108 times. If we read Chaitanya Bhagavat, Chaitanya Charitamrita, we will also attain love of God. So he thought, well, I better give them Gaura Leela. I better tell them about Gaura Leela. And in this way, they will also come up to the highest platform of love of God. So it's a technique that Srila Prabhupada did as well. Srila Prabhupada is the manifestation of Lord Nityananda's Kripa avatar, mood. Srila Prabhupada didn't also choose, oh, sorry, you are not qualified. Have you seen the videos of the early days? The people whom he met? They're lower than Jagais and Madhais. So, and Srila Prabhupada's glories are unlimited. One of the names or expansions of Lord Nityananda is Ananta. Ananta says. Also, Sankarshan, Mahasankarshan. All the incarnations, all the living entities actually in the material world is from Mahasankarshan. All the Mahapurushas, Karudakasai Vishnu, Garbhodakasai Vishnu, Kshirdakasai Vishnu, all the incarnations of the Supreme Lord here in the material world are manifestations from Lord Balaram or Nitai. No difference. Also, as a servitor, Lord Balaram expanded himself. This Vrindavan is an expansion of Lord Balaram. The bed, the throne, the umbrella, the slippers, the flower garlands, they're all manifestation of Lord Balaram or Lord Nityananda to help serve Lord Krishna. Nitai is the same. He always serving Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So much so that he calls Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as Master, Prabhu. It's like Prabhupada says we should call each other as Prabhu, but we should not think that we are Prabhu. We should always think that we are servant of the servant of the servant, because this is the mood of Lord Nityananda. Lord Nityananda, we can get the mercy of Lord Nityananda also if we preach like him, vigorously, not only on the weekends or whenever we have time to go to the temple or, no. The more we preach, preaching a day keeps the Maya away. Vigorously though, vigorously. What do you mean by vigorously? It means like with full of enthusiasm. Full of enthusiasm and inspiration, so that others will take up to the Krishna consciousness process. And this is how we can get the mercy of Nityananda. And in this way also, when we get the mercy of Lord Nityananda, we will get Gauranga Mahaprabhu's mercy. And when we get Gauranga Mahaprabhu's mercy, what do we get? Radha Krishna. we will be able to dance. Prabhupada says, you want to go to a dancing party? There's a lot of them around. Nightclubs. Yeah, that's why the nightclub was established, because in those days they don't have, especially the old men, they don't have anything to do at night. So they want to be happy. Nityananda means eternal happy, eternal bliss. Nitya, eternal bliss means happiness. Not just happiness, because there are three kinds of happiness. Material happiness, which we derive here from the senses, to the objects of the senses. There is also happiness that one derives from Brahman, merging with Brahman, Brahma Jyoti. And there's another happiness which surpasses every kind of happiness that one can find. This is spiritual happiness, bliss. Param Ananda, supreme happiness. So, I remember one time also we were in St. Petersburg in Russia, and we were doing kirtan in a big hall. And that hall in St. Petersburg, because they don't have a temple where we can congregate a lot of us, so we were doing like heavy kirtan, and everyone was jumping up and down and dancing, and practically dancing like a madman. And on the other side, there's also some kind of party going on. They're drinking, they're smoking, you know, things they do to be happy. And one of them came forward and they asked, "You guys look very happy. What's wrong here? You don't drink like we do. You don't smoke like we do. It doesn't look like you're eating meat as well like we do. But you are far more happier than we are. What is your secret?" They don't know. We can get Lord Nityananda's mercy if we are ready to accept it. That is another point. It's available to everyone. But are we ready to embrace it? Are we ready to follow it? Lord Nityananda also is Guru Tattva. He is the original Guru, Adi Guru. He is the combined personification of all the spiritual masters. Either Diksha Guru or Shiksha Guru. Now, Shiksha Guru is not an ordinary word. Sometimes in ISKCON we think Shiksha Guru is like, whoever tell you to do something. See, Shiksha Guru is a very elevated position. If not more than Diksha Guru sometimes, because Shiksha Guru usually is around. Diksha Guru, he travels to spread Krishna consciousness. So, Guru, spiritual master. We need a spiritual master to go back home, back to Godhead. No one goes back to Godhead without taking up. This is one of the 64 elements in devotional service as described by Srila Rupa Goswami in his Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Guru Pada Ashraya. One must take shelter under the guidance of the bona fide spiritual master. Now, a guru externally is not much important. Of course, spiritual master, he is expert in everything. He is good in appearance, he is pleasing to the eyes, but sometimes the guru may be coming from not a very good background, let's say. This is Guru, Sadhu Ninda. If you look externally of the defects of a person who is very advanced in Krishna consciousness, Guru means one who knows the science of Krishna consciousness. So Guru, actually, what is more important is the instruction that he is giving. Guru can be found out who is a genuine guru when you hear him speaks and when you see that he performs what he speaks. That is guru. By example, acharya. So Lord Nityananda is like that, but sometimes, because Lord Nityananda also is called an Abhaduta. An Abhaduta means he's a very highly elevated spiritual person that sometimes he forget external things. And sometimes Lord Nityananda will not wear anything. He'll walk naked. Like, well, nowadays they try to imitate Lord Nityananda. It's like in Kumbh Mela. Have you been to Kumbh Mela? The first people who will take a bath is what you call Nagababas. They have long hair. They look very clean also, even though, you know, their body is full of ashes, naked. But they're not really that far in spiritual life. Not as Lord Nityananda. So even one time, well, of course, Maharaj will speak more on the Leela. We're talking about now Tattva, Nityananda Tattva. That one time Lord Nityananda went to see Gauranga Mahaprabhu along with his wife, Vasudha, and Sachimata, that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has to give him a piece of cloth. He says, okay, this is an amulet. So you tie it like this to your shoulder. You know, it's just to protect him. So Lord Nityananda is guru. By example, he teaches others. So guru means heavy. He's meant to chastise us, because if he doesn't chastise the disciple, then he's not guru. How will the disciple make advancement? That is the guru's business. Prabhupada says, that is my duty, to find faults in my disciples, to correct them, to put them in line. So Lord Nityananda is like this. He is most magnanimous, more magnanimous than Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That so much so that even this Jagayan Madhai, they were saved. More on Lord Balaram, because he's none other than Lord Nityananda. Prabhupada also in his class, the appearance day in Los Angeles, January 31st of January 1969. He talks about strength. Nayam atma bala hinena labhya. This bala means strength. So one, Prabhupada says, one cannot understand the absolute truth without bala, without strength. Now that strength is not material strength. He can be the Mr. Universe, the strongest, or the governor of, former governor of California or something. It's considered as one of the, bodybuilder, right? But talk about spiritual thing? I don't know. Because we're not this body. Spiritual strength means we understand that we don't belong in this material world, because I'm not this body. I'm spirit soul. I belong to the Parabhyom, spiritual sky. I belong there. So what am I doing here? I'm here because I have so many desires which are unwanted. I'm here because I'm absorbed with myself only. I'm here because I don't want anything to do if it doesn't have anything to do with myself. That is material consciousness, which means that is not real strength. That is material strength. The more you are absorbed materially, the more you are materially strong, which doesn't help at the time of death. Now, if one is spiritually strong, even though sometimes we see our devotees a little skinny, how many people here are really, or devotees here are really like kind of strong physically? I don't think so. Huh? Oh, we have, but he's strong also. Our dear president is strong physically and spiritually. That's why he's the president. Now, most of our devotees are kind of skinny, isn't it? We don't eat that much, but we are able to maintain our body and soul together because we are spiritually strong. We can work day and night, 24 hours a day for Krishna and for his devotees without that much prasad, well, a little bit of mahaprasad maybe sometimes, and without much rest. Like the Goswamis, 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan, they only sleep very little, 2 or 3 hours. Sometimes they even forget to sleep and they will only drink buttermilk, matta. We take that also here. You know, some of the remnants for the Lord's ghee. And we can survive. We can survive. This is why I call it spiritual strength. Only Nitai and Balaram can give this spiritual strength. Nobody else. And if we have this spiritual strength, we'll be able to spread Krishna consciousness. Purity is the force. Prabhupada says, we can put on tilak, we can have kantimala, we can have nice saris, we can have nice dhotis, but if we're not pure inside, we'll not be able to tell others and convince others about Krishna consciousness. Again, external. Krishna consciousness movement is not an external movement. It is an internal movement. We have to look inside ourselves. That is more important. Sometimes we forget that. But also, being external help to become internal also. Not necessarily all the time. But it has to be done. But if you are pure inside, you're pure outside. If you're pure outside, not necessarily pure inside. It doesn't equate. So, Narottam Das Thakur says, Se pasu boro durachar. Anyone who has no connection with Nityananda Prabhu is a pashu. Pashu means animal. Dvija, dvi pashu, two-legged animal. So how many in this world are like that? How many in this world knows Lord Nityananda? Practically, not many. Only those who are devotees of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Others sampradayas, they can go back to Godhead also. It's not that our own sampradaya only are going back to Godhead, but they don't reach this Goloka, Vrindavan. There are unlimited Vaikuntha planets where the Chaturvyuha, the four-armed form of the Supreme Lord, Narayan feature, resides. In the spiritual world, there is no difference between Vaikuntha Loka. You cannot tell the servants of the Supreme Lord and the Lord Himself. The only way you can tell is by the Sibatsa. But here in the material world, Dvija Pashu, two-legged animals. So anyone who has no connection with Nityananda Prabhu is a Pashu, which means an animal. And an animal has no happiness. We already mentioned that, 3 kinds of happiness. That material happiness actually is not real happiness. That's part of the suffering. That's part of the karma. That material happiness is not real happiness. It is only there to hunker more and more material happiness, which will not satisfy the spirit soul, the jiva atma. So an animal has no happiness unless he has a master. And we've seen that. We've seen that even in Vrindavan. There's so many animals in the street, like the monkeys or the dogs. They have no master. If you don't have a master, then you're unhappy. In the Philippines also, we have this, we call it askal. Street dogs. As means dog and kal means street. It's not Sanskrit, by the way. And you see them, they're suffering so much, so many rushes and nothing to eat. Being kicked in the street, only if somebody will throw a piece of bread or some food, then they'll be okay. So we'll be like that also. If we don't take shelter under the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda. If we do not become a dog of Lord Nityananda, a Vaisnava or a Guru, there'll be no happiness. No, not possible. No matter how much we try, no matter how much we try and try and try, it will not work. And that's why we chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, so that we can serve our Supreme Master, Lord Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Nityananda, the Vaisnavas, and our Guru. This is the purpose of chanting. So, if we become a servant of Lord Nityananda Prabhu or Lord Balaram, then we will get eternal life. And this is what we want, right? Eternal life. As spirit souls, we cannot be happy in this material world because this is dukkhalayam asashvatam. This is a place of miseries and life is temporary. No matter how much we try. There's happiness, but it's flickering. So, Lord Nityananda is the most merciful. I'm just going to read something a little here from Chaitanya Bhagavat. We mentioned this already. That same Lord Vishnu in the form of Lord Shesha holds the planets upon his heads, although he does not know where they are, for he cannot feel their existence upon his head. Anantadev has unlimited heads or hoods, which means he has unlimited mouths, and he does not have any other thing to say except, which is unlimited as well, is the glories of Lord Krishna. Ananta. He's been chanting the glories of the Supreme Lord since time immemorial, and even up to now, he's still chanting the glories of Lord Krishna. So Lord Nityananda is like that. A person whom Lord Ananta is a kala or a part of plenary part is Lord Nityananda Prabhu. So Lord Nityananda also is always with Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as just like Lord Balaram is always with Lord Krishna. They're eternal together. Sometimes Balaram is elder, and sometimes he is younger. Just like in the pastimes of Lord Ramachandra, Lakshman is younger. But it's the same mood. Lakshman, he will not sleep, he will not eat. Even at night time when it's time to sleep, he will always be there on guard, watching Lord Ramachandra, that no one will take away his life. Lakshman. So, he's the master. His master is Lord Ramachandra. And sometimes also, in the chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra also, we've heard Srila Prabhupada says that Rama, there are three Ramas. Balaram, Ramachandra, and Parasuram. But also because Balaram is none other than Lord Nityananda, so Lord Nityananda we say Nityananda Ram, Nitai Ram. So today is very most auspicious day, very, very auspicious, especially in Krishna Balaram Mandir, because this, as we mentioned earlier, this temple was established to let the whole world know that Krishna Balaram is none other than Gaura Nitai. If we worship Lord Nityananda through his expansions, like the spiritual master, the 6 Goswamis, then we'll get the mercy of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, we'll get the mercy of Krishna Balaram, and ultimately we'll get the mercy of Radhe Shyam. So today, we should pray that somehow, by the mercy of the Lord, because on our own, it's not possible to go back home, back to Godhead. What to say of giving up all of our material desires? The reason why we are still here in this material world is because we are here, we are being haunted by our material desires, which is abominable. And only Lord Nityananda, by his mercy, he'll be able to uproot this to the core, to the deepest, to the lowest level, with the help of Srila Prabhupada, with his compassion and his kindness, the manifestation of Lord Nityananda Prabhu's kripa, mercy. He also saved us, like Lord Nityananda. It's like yesterday, we observed Barahadev's appearance day. So the main purpose why Lord Barahadev came, manifested himself, is because to save the planet Earth from the nether regions, from the lowest planetary or lowest, right on the bottom of this universe, and only a boar can do that. Go into the dirty places. But Prabhupada is much more than Lord Barahadev in such a way that because Lord Nityananda also is saving anyone who's in the gutter. You know what a gutter means? A gutter means, where the dirty things flow. Now, we're not even in the gutter. We're under the gutter, where the resins, the residues are there. And you cannot clean that because it's under. Gutter you can clean. We have bungis. They can clean that. But under, not possible to clean. But Srila Prabhupada came to save us, who are under the gutter. So how much more merciful Srila Prabhupada compared to Lord Nityananda? The only way how we can repay the spiritual master is to preach. No other way. It says in the Shastras, we cannot repay the spiritual master. So if you follow the teachings of Lord Nityananda Prabhu, Bhaja Gauranga Kaha Gauranga Laha Gauranam, worship Gauranga, speak only of Gauranga, and chant the name of Gauranga. So in this way, our relationship with Radha and Krishna through Gauranga Mahaprabhu by the mercy of Lord Nityananda and our spiritual master Srila Prabhupada will be established. And that is the goal of life. If you're in other business, you're not in the right place. That is our only business here, to become Krishna conscious. Jai Nitai! Jai Nitai! Jai Nitai! Hare Krishna. So now, I'd like to request His Holiness Janaradana Goswami to speak on Lord Nityananda's glories and pastimes. It says that Tattva first, so we'll be able to establish our foundation, we'll be able to understand who's Lord Nityananda, so that we'll be able to relish the Leela, the pastimes. Right? Say Hare Krishna if it's right. Okay, thank you very much. Please put this aside.